Welcome back to class. Here at the Dignity Ambassador Academy, I am your professor, Naya Abernathy, and I am really grateful that you are here. Now, before we get into our lesson today, we've got to lay our foundation, and that is the definition of dignity. Dignity is the intrinsic worth and value each being carries that cannot be taken away. You've got it, I've got it, the folks you know have it, the folks you don't know have it. The more than human world has it. You probably hear some of them, the birds, the trees, the water, all have dignity. And you're here because you're curious about the kind of world we can build on this foundation of dignity. And before we really get into exploring that in the context of social emotional learning, there's one thing I want to remind you of. And that is that you are worthy. Regardless of your starting point, regardless of your past, regardless of how far you feel like you have to go right now, you are worthy. You're worthy of internal well-being. You're worthy of relational well-being. You and all of us as a collective are worthy of our internal worlds and our relational worlds being built on the foundation of dignity as we pursue wholeness and flourishing. And this is important because sometimes we can feel like we have to do something to qualify, and you don't. You qualify because you are. So, and what I love about what Castle does is they give us the 5 components within their SEL framework to really help support and aid us as we practice this world that we desire and long for. And those 5 components are self-awareness, self-management, social awareness, relationship skills, and responsible decision making. Now, I don't use those terms specifically, but everything that I teach supports and helps us practice those things. And that's what we're going to be exploring throughout this learning lab. We're really going to be exploring, practicing, asking, learning about what does it look like for us to build a world with dignity and those 5 competencies that they talk about. And this is how I pursue and how I teach and build adult social emotional education that I do, yes, with folks who work with kids, but also with professionals and just adults in general. So I'm very excited to be diving into this with you. And however you need to remind yourself, if you need to put it on a sticky note on your mirror in your bathroom, if you need to set a reminder on your phone every day, remind yourself how worthy you really are. And I will see you in the next class.